The Australian Coastal Society held the 4th Queensland Coastal Conference on October 2nd to the 4th this year at the Rydges South Bank in Townsville. A variety of researchers collaborated to present studies into the health of the Great Barrier Reef and the importance of its management. Despite the many factors that cause reef systems to deteriorate, port developments are targeted as one of the greatest threats to coral health.
The United Nations, as well as several experts, are recommending that we do fewer ports and keep some places pristine and undeveloped, and those proposals are not being adequately considered.
The Port of Townsville representative says the risk assessment and planning has been investigated and the protection of the reef is ensured.
We need to think about the future, and we need to think about the future now. We need to be ahead of the demand, and we need to allow us to have the time to fully consider the issues. It's not an easy answer and it's not an easy balance. We want to do it well. It's finding that balance to be agile but also give clear commitment and I guess certainty to the regulators of how they can manage that.
The Greens Party Senator Larissa Waters is passionate in protecting Australia's coral reef but also working in partnership with port authorities. But Waters says the process behind producing the environmental impact statement was not done correctly.
The Ports Corporation themselves collect the data, tell the government everything will be fine if we go ahead with all of this dredging, and then themselves are responsible for monitoring. So we need a far stronger and more independent system where somebody else, apart from the Ports Corporation, is checking on the effects of dredging, and somebody's actually holding to account the Ports Corporations when they breach their conditions.
Australia's tourism businesses was one industry that was predicted to be impacted by coastal developments. However, latest research conducted by the team at Reef Check Australia discovered dive sites are in healthy condition.
The study's shown that 30 different dive sites in a section of the Great Barrier Reef, which is generally in pretty bad shape, have actually improved in their coral cover over the last decade. And these data are collected by a group of volunteer divers who are very well trained to recognise corals and other creatures on the reef, and they can accurately estimate the coral cover using transects over a 100-metre section of the reef.
Both the Great Barrier Reef and Marnie Industries generate billions of dollars into Australia's economy, and researchers agree that the two stakeholders need to work in partnership to achieve a solution.
The dredging and the sediment and the turbidity the dredging brings up can have very negative, very deleterious effects on corals. It's a bit naive to say, let's get rid of all dredging. But what we need to do is we need to figure out how to do it smarter, how to do it more efficiently, and how to take in ecosystem health into consideration when we're planning our dredging and when we're proposing our dredging projects. It's about building these ports in an environmentally responsible manner.
Paula Willis reporting for JCNN.